I'd like to welcome everybody to Tai Chi for Health. This is a class where you don't have to memorize anything, just follow along, do the movements I do as if you're looking in a mirror, and you'll need a little space around you to take a step or two in each direction. We use the movements of Tai Chi and Qigong, two Chinese exercise systems, along with the principles of Tai Chi. I'll talk about that a little bit later. In order to improve our health, we can improve our muscle strength, our flexibility, our balance, our mood, and hopefully along the way, we can have a little fun. So, I have one rule in class, and that is don't fall down. Always stay in your comfort zone. But if you are in the point of thinking, I'm not sure I can maintain my vertical position, sit down. It's all fine. You can do the entire class seated and still get a lot out of it.
Bob, if I can interrupt you right before you start, it's Barbara. I have a friend that's trying to sign on, and if you're up, I don't know if you can let her in or if it's naturally lets her in. It's Mary.
If she's
Freeze.
Vanjie Cooper, she's in already.
No, it's not. It's Mary Freeze. She just said she's trying to sign on. She was having some problems. So I
Okay,
just before you were
in the waiting room.
She's not in the waiting room.
She said, I'm trying to log on now. Our cable was out for a while, having internet. I'm hoping internet will correct. Okay. And then I said, okay, if I don't see you, I'll tell the instructor. Okay. Let's see if she'll jump on. She'll be able to just jump in.
Okay. We are now going to begin. So I'd like you to bring your feet together as close as comfortable and bring your hands to our lower abdomen, because the first thing we do in class is we breathe. We inhale and we exhale. Now I'd like you to feel your belly expand as you inhale. Get a little smaller as you exhale. We're trying to breathe using the diaphragm to stimulate the vagus nerve, get our parasympathetic nervous system moving. That'll help us relax, repair, digest. Now this time I want you to hold the breath when you get to the top, just for a moment. Feel what it's like to hold on. And now let it out with an audible sigh. Feel what it's like to let go. Now we're going to start moving. So as we inhale, our hands float up. Exhale, they float down. Visualize yourself as a bird in flight. We're going to have a lot of bird discussion today. We're just lubricating our joints. Most of these movements being slow and smooth and continuous are perfectly designed to lubricate the joints without strain. We're going to bring our hands all the way up top and slowly, slowly down in front. We're going to step out to the side so our feet are shoulder width apart. This is the neutral stance in Tai Chi and is a stable position to be in. And now we're going to inhale and our hands float up chest high. As we exhale, they float down. Now I'm going to be prompting the breath some in the class, and if that bothers you, just ignore me and breathe normally, but do keep breathing. But part of the reason of coordinating the breath and the movement is it helps us be in the moment and also to slow down. I mentioned using the principles of Tai Chi in all our movements, and those I boil down to moving slowly and smoothly and continuously, as if there were resistance to our movement by the air. It means every movement we do connects the whole body as we move against this pressure of the air. This is the Tai Chi movement called Open the Door. We're now going to do a Qigong movement called Support the Heavens Like a Pillar. We bring our hands up to the heart level, turn our palms upward, and they come out as we exhale. So we inhale, and we exhale. And as we're exhaling, we sort of soften the waist and knees. Do a little mini squat. Don't have to go down very far. We're just relaxing as we do these movements. Now we're going to modify this. We're going to bring the hands up to the heart level, but one hand goes up, the other goes down. This is the Qigong movement called connecting the sky and the earth. I'd like you to visualize that there's a cable running through your spine. As the hands separate, they're tugging at that cable, lengthening your spine. Try to visualize yourself getting taller as you do it. I mentioned we're trying to lubricate our joints, and there are lots of joints in the spine. And this movement helps pull, using the muscles, be able to stretch the space between them, between the spinal bodies, so that they can do a little relaxation and get a little nourishment. We're now going to lean to the side just for a minute, start stretching the side muscles, but we're not going far. Keep repeating, always stay in your comfort zone. Some people think that no pain, no gain has something to do with exercise, and it has nothing whatsoever to do with Tai Chi. If you hurt yourself, that means you stopped exercising while you recover, and that's exactly the opposite of what you want to do. You want to keep moving. We're now going to reach sideways as the dragon spreads its wings. I mentioned earlier on that they were going to do a lot of bird exercises. It turns out that scientists now think that the dinosaur, which is what I always visualize a dragon to be, is actually related to the chicken. So maybe the dinosaur also is related to birds. Who knows? The dragon is also related to birds. Now we're going to keep our hands in front of us as we swing that dragon's tail. And at this point, we're shifting our weight from one foot to the other. And that's also a Tai Chi principle. That is the conscious transfer of weight from foot to foot. Now we're going to bring our hands up to the side, pressing against an invisible wall, still twisting our spine at the waist. We're going to bring our back foot out as we stretch the dragon's tail. I'm going to do a few more dragon movements. I'm in the mood for a dragon activity. We're going to take our hands, we're going to bring them together in prayer position, but now we're going to bring them across our eye level and our heart level and our belly button level as the dragon takes a swim. This is the swimming dragon. All of the dragon movements have a twisting in the spine, but this one is a little bit less. We're going to do another swimming dragon that has a little more twisting in it. This one is actually lubricating our wrists as we're doing our twisting. We're going to take the dragon for a wider swim. So we're going to go up to the corner and look over our back shoulder. If you go on the internet and look for a swimming dragon, this is usually what they demonstrate. But we can also take the dragon for a dive. We're going to do that next. So we're going to come down to the corner, and then up, and then down. Again, always staying in your comfort zone. If you have to do a little bit of a dive because your body is saying, ouch today, that's okay too. Just do what you can do without pain. I think we'll come back for a dance with the dragon later, but right now I think we're finished with our dragon. We're going to sink the chi. So we're going to inhale, bring our hands into our heart and press down. We're going to bring the back of our hands together, come up shoulder height, and the hand go out and come down. To coordinate the breath, we inhale as we come up, exhale as we come down. This is a Qigong movement called the fountain. Sort of looks like a fountain. Now we can modify the fountain by bringing our hands up and then bring them right back down. So the back of our hands are together as they come up, and the palms are facing each other as we come down. Again, doing a wrist exercise. This is a Qigong movement that Adam Potts calls the falcon flaps his wings. Now we're going to take our fingertips, point them straight up, and we're going to come all the way up, and then have our hands come down. This is a Qigong movement called silk reeling. It gets the arms twisting, and that's related to the twisting of silk thread as it comes out of the cocoon. And now we're going to sink the chi. I think we're ready to do some balance exercises. So we're going to start swinging, shifting our weight from one foot to the other. You might feel tall grass with your fingertips. Now we're going to bring one heel out and then bring it back. Now the other heel out. Now the other heel and the hand. Now both hands. So one hand is up at the eye level and the other is at the heart level. This is the Tai Chi movement called play the pipa, or play the guitar. So why is this a balance movement? Because we're shifting our weight to the back foot. The front foot is empty. Has almost no weight on it. It's there just so we don't fall down. Now we're going to go back to swinging. We're going to do a whole series of these movements. The next one we're going to do is another bird movement. It's the one I have on my t-shirt today. The golden rooster stands on one leg. We start by bringing one hand up in front of our face. Just look between the thumb and forefinger. We're going to bring that same foot in the ball of the foot. Now we're going to raise the knee if we can. If you can't, just leave it on the floor. You need to lean on something, that's fine as well. Now we're going to do the other side. So we start again just with the hand. Now we're going to bring the foot in. Now we're going to raise the knee, if you can. Today, this knee doesn't want to get as high as the other knee. Maybe it'll get up in another minute or two. There we go. That was the golden rooster stands on one leg. Still going to stick with some of these balance movements for a few more minutes. We're going to do a nice one with sticking the toe out. We're going to take the other toe, bring that out. And Now we're going to bring one hand over its foot, palm up. Now with the other hand, we're going to have the palm down but high. And this is a Tai Chi movement called high pat the horse. I visualize having an apple in my lower hand, patting the horse, a short horse actually, on the top of the head as it eats the apple. I'm going to go back to swinging. Then we're going to come back to do some balance movements later. Right now we're going to bring our arms to one side, bring our opposite foot in, and we're going to do a little dance. So as the hands are moving up and down and in and out, we're doing a little mini squat. Most of our weight is on this leg. So it's giving a little bit of more stress to that leg. Now we're going to step out to that corner, and the hands are going to do the same movement, but one ends up by the knee, the other ends up pushing outward after coming in toward the ear. This is the Tai Chi movement called brush knee and push. It's deflecting downward and pushing. I've mentioned in the past that it's not just the arms waving. The whole body is shifting and turning at the same time. So when you're forward, you're facing forward. And when you're backward, you're facing sideward. That way you're not bending your knee, you're not torsioning your knee. It's flexing in the same direction as your body is facing, the way knees are designed to do. I'm going to do one more of these, and now we're going to do the dancing dragon. So we're bringing this hand all the way up and sliding it down, and bringing the other hand up, sliding it down. So this is how I visualize a dragon dancing, and since there are no such things as dragons, nobody can say I'm wrong. I think the dragon has danced enough on this side, so we're going to come back in. We're going to leave our arms on this side now. Bring our opposite foot in, and we're going to do our dance again. Again, doing our little one-legged squat. And we're going to step out to the other corner. Whoops, there we go. And we're going to step out to the other corner. Brush knee and push. So I mentioned you want to stay in your comfort zone. That also means trying to be safe in all your movements. So whenever you're lunging, you want to make sure you don't go too far. You want to make sure your knee does not go past your toes. Also, you want to make sure that your body stays vertical. You don't lean too far because you might fall down. Let's do one more. We're going to come back in. We're going to sink the chi. We're going to do some testing. 1, 2, 3. Oops. I got all my wires hooked up, messed up here. There we go. I will try to continue with the microphone and my computer. Where were we? We were turning the big wheel, and we will continue to turn the big wheel. Now we're going to go the other direction. If it ain't one thing, it's the other. And now we're going to sync the chi. And I think we're going to go up to where the microwaves are. And we're going to wave hands like clouds. So in this movement, we're having our hands move up and down and turning our torso side to side. And it looks like the hands are big circles as clouds, but actually they're just moving up and down. The whole body is moving, and we're shifting our weight from side to side. So this is waving hands like clouds in Qigong. We're now going to add some foot movement to make it the Tai Chi escape movement called waving hands like clouds. We're going to go that direction first. So we're going to step out and then bring the other foot in. We're going to go back the other way. I said take 2 steps in each direction to begin with. So that was our 2 steps in the first direction. And this is our 2 steps in the opposite direction. I'm going to go back again. Now, I want to talk about the transfer of the weight here. Whenever making a transfer of weight from foot to foot, we want to be very conscious. We want to be aware of our weight distribution. And that makes us more stable. So partly it's balance, and partly it's teaching the body its location in space, proprioception. I'm going to end up again in the center. And back in the center. So that was waving hands like clouds. We're going to do a few more movements in this position. First one we're going to do is we're going to make a hook with one hand and strike out with the other hand, turning the palm away. This is the single whip. It's a Tai Chi movement. We can add a foot movement as well to get more force in our strike. So if the foot comes in as the hand comes in and steps out as we strike with the back of the hand and then the palm, that's the single whip. Let's do one more. Then we're going to modify it. Now we're going to widen our stance, bring our back foot out a little bit. Bring this hand all the way back. I've confused myself. Single whip. We're going to reverse direction. I want to go. That's the one. Single whip. Now we're going to bring this hand all the way up. Now this hand all the way up and go down. Let us start this again. Let's do the last single whip. I'll edit this out. Now we're going to widen our stance, and this hand comes all the way up, comes down the body, and now shoots out past the leg toward the ground. That's what I meant to do. This is the downward single whip, or more often called snake creeps through the grass. The snake creeps down. Let's do one more. Now we're going to go to the other side, make sure I can do that one without getting confused. So we're going to release the hook, go back to the clouds. Now we're going to take the other side for the single whip. So this hand makes the hook, and the other hand strikes out. Add the foot movement. Now we're going to widen our stance. Bring this hand all the way up, down, and out along the ground. Not the ground, it's my knee level. Now you can come down straight, or you can come all the way across, whatever's comfortable for you. The snake creeps through the grass. I'm going to release the hook, go back to the clouds. While we're at the cloud level, we'll do a few more movements. First one we're going to do is closing our wrists for storm clouds. Now we're going to lean to the side as the monk lies his head on a pillow. This is one of the few movements where the body is not staying vertical, it's leaning, but only in as far as you're comfortable. Not trying to fall down. We're trying to determine where we are stable in space. Now we're going to go to the other side, so we're going to lean. Now while we have our fist closed, we're going to do the tiger hugs his head. Another Qigong movement. So one hand comes up above the head, and the other at the belly. We look over that lower hand's shoulder. Now, if we want, we can raise our foot off the floor, same side as the shoulder we're looking over. Making this a balance exercise as well as a coordination and joint lubrication exercise. And we're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. So we start with just the hands. There we go. I guess the heat is getting my brain fried today. Now we're going to raise our foot if we can. I think we're ready to go a little bit higher. We're going to go up to the moon. So we're going to release our fists. We're now going to just hold the moon. There it is, right there. We're going to take the top hand away. We're going to bring the moon up into the sky. Sometimes called tossing the moon. Now we're going to bring the other hand back in. And it's going to go straight down while we lift the moon. This is the Tai Chi movement called parting the wild horse's mane. We're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. So now we rotate the moon, take the top hand away, lift the moon, or toss the moon. With a light vinaigrette. Now, just toss in the moon. And now the other hand comes back in, parting the wild horse's mane. Let's do one more. Now, while we've got our moon in our hands, we're going to widen our stance into the horse stance. We're going to squeeze the moon and do a little squat. Now, while we're doing the squat, we're going to tighten our pelvic muscles, doing a little crunch at the same time. This is a movement that Adam Potts of Begin with the Breath Connect has been doing recently. It's more Pilates than Tai Chi, but it's a good movement. It gets a little bit of core strengthened. Now Now I've got the moon in our hands, we're going to take the moon for an orbit around the Earth. So we're going to step out to the corner. And move the moon. We're going to reverse direction. We're going to come back in. We're going to go to the other side and take that moon for orbit. Okay, we only have one moon, but that's all right. And back the other way. Come back in, and we're going to just hold the moon. We're going to do another Tai Chi movement now. We're going to step out to the corner, and we're going to rotate the moon and push. So the hand that was on the bottom ends up at the top, palm outward. The hand that was on the top is pushing forward as if we're pushing someone in the chest. This is the fair lady works the shuttle. We're going to switch sides. So we're going to rotate the moon, bring our foot in, center step, step out to the other corner. Push. So this is sort of the upside down brush knee and push. Instead of deflecting downward and pushing, we're deflecting upward and pushing. But the same principles are involved. That is, bending the knee by facing the direction the knee is bending. What else can we do with this moon? Well, we can now call the moon a tree, and we can plant a tree. So we're going to get back in our horse stance. We're going to bring the tree down into the ground. Now we're going to look for another tree to plant. And another tree to plant. So these squats can be as low as you want. What we're doing is we're hinging at the waist and coming down as far as our knees and pelvis will let us without pain. Now we're going to bring our feet back in a little closer. We're going to sink the chin. I think we're going to do a few more balance movements. So we're going to start by bringing our hands in front of our chest. So we're rocking side to side as we do this. Now we're going to bring one foot in on the ball of the foot. Now we're going to raise that knee. Now we're going to point the knee to where we would like to kick somebody. Now we're going to kick with the heel. Now we're going to separate our hands so that we get a little better balance as we kick. This is the Tai Chi movement called kick with heel. Notice I am kicking about 10 inches off the floor, so I'm not going to be fighting like Bruce Lee. But I will be not falling down. That's always the important thing. Now we're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. So we start with just the hands. Now we're going to bring the foot in on the ball of the foot. And we're going to raise the knee. We're going to point the knee where we want to kick. We're going to kick with the heel. If we can get our foot off the floor, there we go. Let's do that one more time. Now we're going to separate our hands so we get a little better balance. Let's do one more. Fell down that time. Okay, that was kick with heel. I'm going to do a few more bird movements now. So we're going to start by bringing our feet together as close as comfortable. And we're going to do that movement we did as the first one in class. This is called the crane. Well, when we lift our foot, it's called the crane. Now we're going to try to do the crane. So we're going to raise one foot off the floor. Now the hands are going to come all the way up and down. On the other leg now. And now the hands come all the way up and down. And when Adam Potts does this on his YouTube channel, he often does the second round where he keeps his foot off the floor while his arms move. I can't do that, but we're going to just do the second round now. So we're going to come up. Nope. Now the hands come all the way up and down. And now the other side. Nope. Nope. But I urge you to continue practicing and do as well as you can without judgment, sinking the chi. Now I'm going to do another bird-named movement called Catch the Sparrow's Tail. And it's a four-part movement, so we're going to do each of the four parts separately and then put them together. So we start by holding the ball. I'm going to step out to the corner and ward off. It's sort of like parting a wild horse's mane, but instead of the hand rising toward the sky, it moves parallel to the earth away from us, sort of pushing someone away, warding them off. That's the first movement. The second movement is pull back. So we scoop all the way up shoulder high and arc down toward the floor as we retreat. So we're changing our weight from the front foot to the back foot as we arc down to the floor, redirecting our opponent's force away from us. Next is part three, press. Our palms come together, and as we lunge forward, we press our hands together. Get back in position, press. Let's do one more. And the fourth part is push the mountain. So we're going to push out as we shift our weight forward. So now we're going to put those all together to catch a sparrow's tail. We ward off, pull back, press, and push. Let's do that two more times, all four movements. Ward off, pull back, press, and push. Last time. Ward off, pull back, press, and push. Let's do the same on the other side. So we'll start by holding the ball. We ward off once, twice, and thrice. We now pull back. So we scoop all the way up and now arc down toward the floor. Next, we press. Finally, we push. So let's put those all together. Get that sparrow for our sparrow pie. I don't know. We're going to ward off, pull back, press, and push. Again, we can inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last time. Ward off. Pull back. Press. And push. And come back to the center. Sink the chi. Now we're going to do a few more corner movements that we didn't do so far today. First, we're going to do push the mountain into that corner. So we're going to step out and push. Now we're going to bring our palms together as we part the clouds, palms apart as we swim back. Going to be a butterfly. So we're going to lunge forward, cross our hands, bring them up, facing toward the sky. And we're going to come back and do a bow as the hands arc down, palms facing the ground. So we inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Come back in. We're now going to go to the other side and push that mountain. Pushing up and away. Now we're going to part those clouds. Hopefully we can get more clouds, get more rain. Now we're going to do our butterfly. We're going to sit back and sink the chi. And we're ready to do our centering exercise. We're going to bring our hands up to our waist, palms up. Now one hand comes out and up as we inhale. Slowly comes down the midline as the other hand. To focus on here and now, just being in the moment, feeling your body, feeling the movement, feeling the heat. Now we're going to bring our feet closer together. We're going to check our breathing. Make sure we're still breathing from the diaphragm. If you'd like, you can close your eyes and imagine yourself a bamboo tree in a gentle breeze. It will be nice to be at the seashore with a little cooler temperature and a little ocean breeze. Feel the weight shift on your feet as you're wafting. How's your body feeling? Have any more aches and pains than when we started class, or maybe fewer aches and pains? We're going to open our eyes, take a big breath. So that was our Tai Chi and Qigong flow. We're now going to do a few cool down exercises. We really need to cool down in this heat. My air conditioning is working, but I don't feel like it is. We're going to first do spinal cord breathing with a crunch. We already did a crunch earlier in class, but this one's a good one too. So we're going to inhale, bring our shoulder blades together as we arch our back. And as we come forward, the elbows come together, we curl the back, and we do a crunch. So we inhale as we come back. Exhale loudly as we come forward. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. And the last three cool down exercises are from Dr. Paul Lamb, the Tai Chi for Health Institute. They sort of delineate the end of class, but also have some useful aspects to them. First is the tapping of the thighs. We've done a lot of squatting in class, and this helps with the blood circulation in the big muscles of our thighs. I like the tapping so much, I tap everywhere. I need blood circulation in my head, especially today. Okay, that was his first cool down exercise. The second one, a modification of progressive relaxation. So we're going to inhale and tense all the muscles we can without pain, and then exhale, relaxing those muscles. So here we go. We're going to inhale and tense. Exhale, relax. Inhale and tense. Exhale, relax. Last time, inhale and tense. Exhale, relax. And this final cool down exercise is the big breath. We're going to inhale and exhale. So we're breathing in from the diaphragm, getting all that good air, oxygenate our blood. So again, thank you all for coming today. If you'd like to get a copy of the link to the class, make sure I have your email address. Put that in the chat if I don't have it already. Or tell me by unmuting and making a comment. I'm going to stop the recording